I am being signaled that we are ready to continue with Yu-Gi-Oh! 7 Trials to Glory, being run by ugyuu and commented by Magius. Oh, no commentary, I'm being told, so never mind. Sorry. So take it away.
Hello everyone, welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, okay, here it's called Duel Monsters International 2. It's actually, yes, 7 Trials to Glory World Championship Tournament 2005. Don't worry about it, it's a long name. But we're gonna play on the Japanese version because it's faster. Anyway, this is a very long game. I have a lot to talk about while we're playing this. We're going to do the Kaiba Cup tournament until limited tournament. We'll see how far we get. So, alright, I will just get right into it since, again, lots of stuff to cover. I will start the timer as soon as I press start here, so I will do a countdown from 3, 2, 1, let's go. Now, right off the bat, I have to time a thingy, so I'm going to very quickly, I have a guide open with exactly what I need to do, because this is a lot of information to process for a run. I have to buy that pack and 2 of these. Now, if I did everything right, okay, that's fine. So here is where a little bit of RNG or a little bit of manipulation comes in. Normally, I would reset a run for this. However, since we are doing just a marathon thing, we'll keep the timer going. This is like right at the start. Don't worry about it. Essentially, what I'm doing is I'm buying specific packs at exactly a specific time, and this gives me a certain card that is going to help a lot. There we go. Okay, we got it. And we go. Ooh, okay. Okay, we got some really good cards. All right. So for those who don't know what Yu-Gi-Oh! Is, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a card game that features, well, it's one of the famous card games that exists out there. Stuff like Hearthstone. Let's see. Essentially, you have monsters you can summon onto the field, or you can put them face down. You also have spell cards, which can have all sorts of effects, and monsters can also have different effects. And then you have trap cards, which are activated either by an opponent doing something, or, well, they just work a little differently. Let me quickly take a look. What I was doing there is I was stretching time to get to the right week, which is this week, correct? All right, cool. So here I have to enter this tournament, which is the first tournament in the game. We have to win this weekend tournament in order to progress. Now I'm going to wait until Friday, since then we can buy some cards and start building our deck. Because it is a card game after all. Whoops, wrong map. Let's go to the shop. Oh, there we go. Now I'm going to begin by buying 3 equip collections, and then unfortunately, he only has 2, so I'll have to buy another one later. Alright, and then I buy 3 spellcaster collections, which gives me Aqua. Okay, alright, okay. Some cards here are cards that we really want to see, which is very good. Now, you might wonder, why am I quitting back to the main menu? That's actually intentional, because there's a little bit of manipulation going on with when you buy cards. And if we go back to the main menu, we'll get certain cards again. We'll have a chance to get those again. Anyway, now I'm building my deck as quickly as I can. Let's see. We basically just want to have certain monsters only. Let's have a look. Dryad. We'll add Masaki, Island Turtle. So Aquamador was one of the cards that we got, which has a very high defense. Each card has attack or defense. And that one in particular is quite useful. Penguin Soldier is awesome. Magician of Faith. Do we have Copycat by chance? No Copycat. Okay. I will once again take a look near the top, and I think I can add Ancient Elfin. That should be good. Now we are going to go to spells, and I'm going to immediately start favoriting some. So there's a little bit of weirdness going on with the favoriting in this game. You can favorite a card saying like, hey, this is my favorite card of all time. And doing that, there's something weird with it. We've noticed it, at least, where it gives you some extra chance to see the card early, as far as I'm aware. So here I am just equipping spells that I know are useful. Let me take a quick look. Fairy-type monsters. I don't think I have too many of those. Nuzzler is an awesome card. Let's see, this one, we have only 11 spells, which isn't much. That one's not very useful. Yeah, it's not completely known just how the mechanics work with the favoriting. Let's see, I can do... Yeah, sure, let's do that one. Mountain spell. We need to have at least 40 cards or else we cannot do a fight, and that's why we're doing this. I am missing one card, so what I'm going to do is I'm gonna just get an extra monster. Yeah, you know what, sure. And I'm gonna get one more, just in case, Okay, this is where a little bit of improv comes in. We don't have to copy this. Also, because this is a marathon run, I will be doing this for safety. You can say I'm playing on the PC, which has like the early days collection, which has this game. And essentially, it lets you save the game and also load the game at any point. It's like a save state just built in. Not allowed in the official leaderboards, but because I want to be safe, marathon safety, I will use that when needed, and also rewinds. So here's the battle. Here's the main, like, spectacle of Yu-Gi-Oh! We're playing the card game. And the first thing I did is I set Island Turtle because he has the highest defense, and it just gives me some time to pull some extra cards before I'm fully ready. Do I have D-Spell? I have D-Spell, so I want to activate it here. They set a card on their back row, which lets me see what that card is. And if it's a spell, it gets removed. So, yeah. There's going to be a lot to explain here. Mind you, I started from actually knowing absolutely nothing about Yu-Gi-Oh! So, this will be fun. It's been a fun learning experience. It's been an absolute blast. Anyway, so the opponent there, because I had set everything in defense. I have a thing I could do here, which would actually... Oh, yes, let's do that. Okay, so let's flip summon our defensive characters, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to equip this card onto my opponent. Now, you might think, why am I doing that? So, that card specifically weakens their opponent, but because I have Eternal Rest, I get rid of it, which means I can now safely attack this one, deal some damage to their health, and then use the elf to also deal some damage to their health. And because we know that Trap Hole is that card they have face down, now we just have to believe in the art of the cards. Because we have low attack monsters, they're going to attack us. That's just given. That's just something they are going to do. If they have a monster that has higher attack, they will attack. So there's a little bit of manipulation that we have to work around. Okay, so this is good, because now we have Karate Man, which I will use to bait the Trap Hole. It's removing that one. And now I'm going to put the Island Turtle into attacking that one. And I have an extra card saved that boosts my attack, which is not that one. Don't know what the game was doing there. Yes, okay. Oh, there we go. Hope you're ready for this, because this is the main thing. This is the game. We're going to be playing a lot of cards and talking about all those combinations that we're doing. It's a lot of mind games, a lot of thinking, but we'll push through. It's very fun, trust me. There we go. So we have the opportunity to summon one of our highest attack monsters, and we'll use it to just get rid of this one. The most likely thing that they're going to do now is they're going to set one of their cards face down because they don't have something with higher attack. So I'm going to draw a card, and that is a good one. That is a nice one to have. I guess you can compare this, like Mage is saying, to an RPG where you have turns and you have to... Okay, that's unfortunate. So sometimes you have a card that you can put face down, and if it gets flipped up at any point, even if it's in the opponent's turn, it'll trigger an effect, which could be good and could be bad. And in this case, most of the opponents have some flip cards that aren't very fun. They can get rid of our cards, which really, really is unfortunate, but this is fine. We have some extra cards. We just have to deal with it. Same as that one, right? Because I attacked this one, it's going to get rid of that monster. Right. Man-Eater Bug is just a monster they almost always have. There we go. Now, because he had a monster of higher attack, he's going to attack this one. But if we get an opportunity, we can attack back. Now, what I can do also is I can summon you and then just not do anything. They won't attack it if it's the same attack. Just like that. The game is a little funny like that sometimes. Now what I can do is something more fun than that, which is I can summon an extra monster. I can force the opponent's currently face-up monster into defense, which means I can just take him out with my monster. And that's where I use Rewind. Rewind is also a thing that's not allowed in the runs. However, because marathon safety, I will be using it. Absolutely will be using it when needed, because otherwise we might have some fights that are going to be very difficult to win. Because of maybe some mistakes that I might make. There we go. That is good. This is unfortunately taking a very long time for what I'm used to, at least, with the very first fight in the game. Sometimes it just be like that. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is and will always be a lot of RNG, but also a lot of skill with knowing how to use your cards. There we go. So we should be able to win pretty soon as we deplete their health. I just hope they don't have a particularly annoying monster. Let's have a look. It is probably Penguin Soldier if they set it face down. Okay, no, that's actually better. It was just a regular monster. So you have those yellow cards, they are just normal monsters, and most of them don't have any effect going with them. There's a few exceptions, some very special cards that when combined with one thing, they do something special. There's a lot of cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! And there's 1,000 cards in just this game alone, so yeah. I'm going
the big question though is, can you explain what Pot of Greed does?
Pot of Greed's a good card. What it actually does, it gives you 2 cards. It lets you draw 2 cards from your deck. Is it allowed in the speedrun? Yes, but only in 1 week, which leads me to, how do I explain that? Oh boy. Wait, we'll get to that. We'll get to that, I think. Why can't I do that? Oh, because he's a machine type card. Oh. Oh, cool. So Germinfection is a good card in that it lets us weaken any non-machine monster, but that's a machine. Okay, so we should be able to win with this. Wow, this fight took way longer than it should have, which is already a bad omen, but who knows? You can have a slow start and then you can have a steamroll throughout the rest of the game. Alright, so we win against this opponent with no name, and then we have to rest a day. And then we have to face off against a named opponent. And this could be literally almost everyone. The one thing I don't hope to get is Weevil or T. That's Mako, which is good. So I'll fight Mako. We pick Rocksure, okay. I guess I can talk about it now, but it will be more important later. So Pot of Greed is usable only 1 week at a time in the run. And what I mean by week is this game has ban lists that it rotates between after you reach Monday, obviously. There are 4 of them in total, and what we did at the start is we actually waited a few weeks. We waited until the 3rd Friday to have a certain ban list because it is more ideal for later in the run. Some cards aren't allowed by both the opponents, and that's why we specifically go to a certain week. Let's see, I'm going to summon Dryad. Just deserves Waboku. Okay, sure. I have to do a lot of quick thinking, and we have to trust the heart of the cards. In some cases. Ooh, that's fun. That is not the card I want in defense. No, you know what? I'm gonna rewind for that one. I'm just gonna end my turn. Right, as Mages is saying, this is like the start of the game where we just bought 1 deck, and that's it. So we have to deal with what we have. And there's not much that we have, so there we go. Now we get to do some fun stuff. I'm going to summon Sangan, which is a very useful card that lets us pick any monster below 1500 attack if it dies. At least as long as it's in our deck. And that's a very, very, very useful thing to have. There we go. So now that we returned that card to their hand with Penguin Soldier, thank you so much, Penguin Soldier, we get to do some damage. Now they are going to set the same card, I think. Or not, okay. Interesting. Activate a spell, no. Nope. I want them to intentionally destroy my Sun Gun so that I can take any card from my deck that I want. Nope. Yes. Let's have a look. I want to take the Karate Man in case they put that 1 card face down again. Now so far they haven't played any trap cards, which is actually very beneficial for me. I'm going to summon the Armored Lizard, and I am going to equip it with this Nuzzler spell card, which gives it more attack power. Overall, just super useful to have. I guess I'll activate it now, sure. I was going to use it later, but let's just deal damage. Since there's so many cards, there's so many combinations of things that you could do. But we have to actually buy cards throughout the game, so... There we go. Sure, complete turn. I don't like that monster, so... I am going to activate one of my trap cards. Hahaha, you set off my trap card. Now this one makes it so that I don't take any damage. And neither do my monsters. Now the reason why I activated it there is because that monster's effect is if it destroys one of my monsters in a fight, then I cannot draw a card the next turn, which is very not fun. So I definitely want to avoid that. Now we are going to probably win next turn. If I play my cards right, we will win next turn. They put a fish so that they can attack my face down card. Sometimes the AI is a little unpredictable and a little funny. Like they would put a card with 0 defense in defense. That sort of thing. Yeah, we are absolutely winning this now, as long as I don't put any weird trap cards down. Spell card. Okay. We'll still win. They really could have just done that earlier, but again, yeah, the AI is a bit strange. This game is known to be very buggy. There we go. Okay, so we defeated Mako once, and now we need to do it again, because it's a best of 3. So, there's a little RNG, we get to go first, and now we have to do it again. But if we lose, we have one more chance. Go, Bright Castle, which is for light monsters. Ah, I see. Got the timing for this to battle phase. Monster Reborn is definitely an awesome card to have. I am going to summon the Armored Lizard. Yes, sure. Now what I'm doing here specifically, if they don't have... Okay, this is what I wanted. I wanted them to put a monster in attack. And then next turn, what I can do is I can get rid of that monster. Unless I can't. Huh. Was that a misplay from me? I don't know. I don't know. Well, let's do it this way. They don't have anything that increases the damage unless they do that. Yeah, that is worse. I'm gonna rewind that one. So eventually, no. So what you can do is if you have a particular monster that is level 5 or higher, you will need to summon it by sacrificing one of your existing monsters. There are some exceptions to that, but yeah. That's what they just did, and that monster would have been very nasty to deal with. Now, I don't have the best start here at all, far from it. Not pulling very good cards, and just in general... Oh, because it's a machine monster! Right, okay. Let's activate Monster Reborn, which is a very broken card. It lets us just pick something from the graveyard. I don't want to activate something from in a chain, because that's slow. I'm going to summon the White Magical Hat, which has a cool effect. I'm pretty sure I can equip you with this. Sorry.
You just break in here for just a second. Ugyuu, DJ's asking if you'd like him to jump in and commentate if you're getting tired of talking.
Yeah, that would be fine. Yeah.
Okay.
So we finally have a little bit of push here. A little bit of control of the battlefield. That's kind of how it goes sometimes. That's the special effect of the White Magical Hat, where if I deal direct damage to them, to their health, they have to discard a card, which can be very, very useful. Activate this one. Sure, you know what, let's activate it now. Discard the fish, okay. Deal some direct damage to their health. And then slowly but surely, we should be able to win this. This is, unfortunately, a very slow start. But I hope that we can push through with some good RNG throughout the rest of it. Okay.
Just don't let yourself get too bogged down and succumb to Brooklyn Rage!
Yeah. This game can be very tiring, so we definitely just gotta play it cool. One step at a time. We're just getting rid of their monsters. Slowly but surely. Eternal Rest, which is pretty good. Germ Infection, I can't use that unless it is one of a face-up monster. Right. That is a monster I don't like to see, but we'll deal with it. That just returns my monsters to my hand. There we go. Now he puts something in attack because I don't have anything on my field, except some trap cards. But because of Wapoku, I do not take any damage, which is very nice. Now, Panther Warrior is actually not a card that I want to pick here because I can't use it. You need a monster on the field in order to use Panther Warrior. Okay, Magic Jammer, that's fine. Gets them to get rid of one of their cards, and I still have the ability to... Yeah, that's fine. Just means we have to play out one extra turn before we can win. You know what, in fact, since this is taking a long time, I'm just gonna rewind and do something else instead. That would have made this faster. So instead of activating Germ Infection here, I'm going to activate Giant Trunade, which activates his Magic Jammer, gets rid of his card, and then I activate Germ Infection to equip that card, to then Eternal Rest it. There we go. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Right, so I put something in face down. Okay, cool. Let's just summon you. Alright. Please let this just be it. Do not let it be a flip card like Man-Eater Bug. Okay, we're good. Alright. We are through the first weekend tournaments, which really should have ended like 10 minutes ago, but that's how Yu-Gi-Oh! Is sometimes. Welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! There we go. So, we finally defeat the first weekend tournament, which is very nice. We won something! Yippee! Cool! Alright. And now we go home, and we are very tired. Actually, the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check my deck, and I am going to see how much of these I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I'm gonna swap you out with something else just in case, because I don't remember if it can be 1450. There we go. We specifically don't want more than 10 monsters with 1500 attack or more, because then the opponent gets a few extra cards that would be very scary to deal with. Now we're going to do some funny things. So remember when we won that weekend tournament? We're gonna sign up for it again. Alright. There we go. So we do this, all right. Oh no, it's the referee. He blows his whistle. Oh no. Don't break the rules, what? Aw, that's too bad. So we are intentionally failing. We're intentionally signing up for the weekend tournament and failing it 3 times in a row because that still unlocks what we need to unlock later. And it's pretty fast. Otherwise, we would have had to do this 3 times more, which is not very fast. And because
we do not have a commentator available if you need to save it.
Oh,
By the way.
Oh, I was about to. Yeah, that's good. I will also mention this is some downtime where, if our host has anything to say, this is a good time.
Let me take a look at the tracker. Let's see. Too many browser windows open. No, it doesn't look like we have anything at the moment, but just to remind people, we do have a couple donation incentives still open. The any percent task for Lanoa, the bonus run is still open. We are at 62 out of 300 million for that. Also, you can still vote in what character. There is words. What character you want used in Sonic All-Stars Racing? Currently in the lead is Big the Cat. And also, if you want to torture DJ, then we are currently from next Hot Sauce Dab category short $238.81 Canadian cents. You can donate at speedromizer.live/donate. Or it'll be coming up in the chat here in just a second.
There we go. So now I have to wait 3 more weeks before we can finally enter the Kaiba Cup, which is the main juice of the run. The thing where everything could go very good or very, very wrong. It's the main tournament. Let's see, I'm checking. Okay, 1 more week. Right, I did forget one thing, and I'll go do that real quick. Let's check this. Okay, well, I'll still go there. So, earlier in the run, we actually did not have 3 equip packs, but only 2, so I'm gonna buy 1 extra here. Also, since my cards weren't very great, that one's good. Ooh, Twin Swords of Flashing Light is very, very nice to see.
Oh yeah, that's a hit.
Yeah. That is one of the main cards that we can use later in the run. And its effects are very powerful. Let me just focus for 1 more moment. There we go. So this should be the week where we can sign up for the Kaiba Cup. Cool. Okay, so now we go to the KC Tower, the Kaiba Corporation Tower. Dark Master Reborn, Change of Heart, and that one. Alright. So here we sign up for the KC Cup. Alright, it's telling us like, hey, there's some forbidden cards that you can't use, that sort of thing, blah blah. Here I finally upgrade my deck. I'm kidding. We're actually going to go here. I'm probably gonna add that new card. So if you're wondering what it does, is it lowers your monster's attack by about 500. However, it can attack twice, which is very good. Especially later with a certain card. Anyway, I'm yapping a lot. I forgot to... Oh, you know what? Yes, I am going to load that. There were some cards I forgot to... and add. Right, so here I'm actually going to add Change of Heart. There we go. How did that take? Okay. Alright, so now it's back to the game where I pray for the heart of the cards. It's squish or be squashed, as Rex said. But yeah, we have to believe in the heart of the cards to hopefully get a good start. And let's see how Rex goes. Okay. We have a lot of spells, and we have a quick play spell here, which is going to annoy me unless I put it face down. Alright, so Rex summoned the one monster that has like, they have the highest, that is the highest attack that they have basically. You know what? No. Marathon safety.
I was about to say, yeah.
I just realized what I could do. Since I have a bunch of spell cards on the field that increase my defense, I'll just do this. Aha. Fat Sword Beast is, if it happens to have more damage than your opponent monster's defense, it will just deal piercing damage, so you take life point damage. But there we go.
Perfect.
1400, and this is 50. Okay, we're good. We're fine. And I'm going to do this. I'm gonna bait this out a little bit. We really have to just manipulate the opponents sometimes. So I ended my turn intentionally. He's gonna summon the high attack thingy. 1600 is the highest attack that Rex has in his deck. He's going to attack the lizard with that one. So I'm gonna activate the Guardian, which gives me a bunch of defense. Attack the hit. Now unfortunately, we have to lose our Dryad, but it happens.
R.I.P. Dryad.
Yep. So they don't have anything on the field. I don't have anything to get rid of his cards either. But what I could do is at least get rid of one of his monsters. By attacking the Mat Sword Beast. Let's rid of that one. Now if it's equal attack, it behaves a little differently. Since when does he have that? That's not normal.
That's not a dinosaur.
Rex is supposed to have maximum of 1600 attack, but the game does fill it with random cards to just get to the 40 card limit. And that, unfortunately, is a card that I can't do much about at the moment. I'm gonna see how it goes next turn, however, we might have to forfeit this one. Sometimes it's faster to forfeit and just try it again next time. But we do have to win 2 out of the 3 matches. Yeah, it's looking grim, but it happens.
Just gotta believe in the heart of the cards a little more.
Yeah, okay. Pull the spell
My
card.
voice gives you super strength.
But RNG gives you the
like
power
that.
to defy gravity.
Yep.
I'm gonna keep referencing Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series until somebody laughs.
Man, now I need to watch that.
You really do.
As a reminder for those who are just tuning in, I started from absolutely zero Yu-Gi-Oh! Knowledge and learned this game in a few months, which is honestly, I think, quite impressive. So this is a much better opening hand. We have our turtle power. He's gonna give this his best attempt, but we all know we have higher defense, so that's not gonna work. There we go. The way the cards work, if you have higher attack, if a monster is defending, ooh, I don't know what card that is actually. You just put one face down. Let's have a look. If that's trap hole. Okay, cool. We have to bait the card sometimes. Oh, it's 7 tools. Oh yeah. I made one mistake, I think. Yes, I did make one mistake. I'll go back to that for now. Accidentally put my turtle in attack position, which is not what I want. There we go. I should have also saved before this because I have to win this, otherwise I lose. It just be like that. Okay. Anyway, so the way the cards work a little, if you have higher attack than an attacking monster on the other side, then you'll destroy that monster and it will deal piercing damage with whatever was left. If it's a defending monster, then it'll just destroy the monster and not deal piercing damage, unless it's a special card. There are some exceptions as well. If you have lower attack than a defending monster, you just take battle damage. This is where I could have... Okay, you know what? Yeah. This is why I use Rewind. I want to be marathon safe. Absolutely sure. Okay, there we go. We put everything in attack, and because two of the cards are actually low attack, this is good, because he'll just try to destroy one of them. Now soon after we defeat the next opponent, so that's in a little moment, after we defeat that one, that's when we get to see some fun stuff where we upgrade our deck for the first time. So Sun Gun's attack, Sun Gun's activation just happened here. It lets me pick any card from my deck, and I'm going to pick the Penguin Soldier, which is just an amazing card. It's a very, very fun card.
Cards like Sangan and Witch of the Black Forest are ridiculously broken. Like their famous, their famous Exodia deck staples, and I actually have no idea if they're still banned or not.
Not sure. If it's the modern game, I'm guessing no, because there's so much stuff out there. I saw, let's see. I saw a friend talking about their decks in the modern Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's just, well, you get stuff like Link monsters, which I don't even know what that is. You get
it's
X,
like
Y,
links.
Z effects.
It's like links to XZs, to Synchro, back to XZs. And then, you know, link this, link that, and then, you know, the opponent loses all of their life points, their car, and the contents of their wallet.
But only if your opponent's field deck is Krangle.
Yes, exactly. That's a very important distinction. Speaking of distinctions, I actually have the limited and semi-limited list. While cards like Witch of the Black Forest and Sangan are not on the list, surprisingly, cards like Change of Heart and Snatch Steal, which were like one of the first cards ever banned from the game, completely off the list.
Huh. Okay.
Snatch Steal, I don't know if it's popped up yet. You take an opponent's monster and they gain 1,000 life points per turn that you still have the card on your side of the field.
But, DJ, can you explain what Pot of Greed does?
So, okay, hold on. This is a very important question. And I will answer this for a $20 donation. I will relay the secrets that the professional Yu-Gi-Oh! Players don't want you to know for $20.
It is a very, very difficult card to explain. So, we'll need to strap in for that one.
It has the properties of both pot and greed, right? Or am I mixing my my memes at this point?
No. It's greed and pot.
Exactly.
That's right. Thank you.
Let's see. So they put a card on the field, but I don't know what trap card or spell card that is, which is in the back row. So I'm gonna summon a low attack monster. That's Trap Hole. Yippee! Cool. That's why we do that. Now I'm going to put Mystical Elf in attack, and you might wonder why am I doing that? It's because I want to get rid of that monster. Actually, I'm not going to do that. I just changed my mind.
Shoutouts to the early days collection.
Yep. I got a, like, huge... Okay. I changed my mind again. Yeah. Now, I had, like, a big headache earlier before I started the run, and I feel like I've just been out of my focus ever since. Or stage fright, who knows. It happens. But we're pulling through. That's 1300 attack. Okay. That just means I have to rewind and do it again. Okay. Alright. We'll just do this. Shoot, I miscalculated.
You're all good.
Alright, so Raigeki is the one card that he can have, which is unfortunately the one thing that gets rid of mine. That's just, low chance of happening, but it happens. Okay, so now we don't actually get to use that one. We get to use the 7-colored fish, sure. You know what that means, fish.
Fish.
We use just desserts to eat some desserts or something, and then we attack with le fish. There it goes. Now, because the highest attack that they should have is 1600, they're gonna put something in the fence. Yeah, exactly. Tribute to the Doomed is a very good card that I am very happy to see right now, because what it allows us to do is I can activate it, discard something from my hand, and then I can destroy any of the monsters that I choose. And we're getting rid of that one in particular because I don't know what it does. Alright. And now we control the battlefield.
That's a lot of damage.
Sometimes the game lets you do some very interesting combinations of cards to get a lot of damage. One of the cards we do have in our deck is Goblin Attack Force. 2300 attack, but if it attacks something, it goes into defense after that turn. Oh, it's Penguin Soldier. Oh no, it's Penguin Soldier.
The irony.
The card I had just put down on the field. But yeah, the Goblin Attack Force, like if you attack with it, it goes to defense, and it has to stay there for a turn, which is good and bad. But in the case of Goblin Attack Force, it has such a high attack. What you can do, if you're really lucky, is you can equip a bunch of spell cards to it, and make it deal like 3000 damage, which is really funny. Let's have a look-see. I'm going to use my
I was gonna say, doesn't that? I think it's like you get a certain amount. It's either for every card in your hand or every card on the field, or every like monster that you have been. It's been a while since I played Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, Mahavilo is a special one. If you equip anything to it, it just gets more damage.
Oh, that's right.
It's a very beautiful card. There we go. It's only for equip spells though.
Yeah, free.
And,
Giant Knight.
Yep, yeah, exactly. Now because we have enough damage, we can finally win. Okay, let's just hope that the next few fights go faster. Alright, cool. We had a scary start, but then we won. The Ice Age. Alright, cool. There we go. We got some money. We're not gonna use it.
My hair is announcing the next match.
We switch to this deck because this one has different banned cards. Bonk. Dark Hole and Change of Heart are banned, and oh, hey, perfect. We're already set. That's good. The tournament is on Saturday, so we have to just go to bed. And our next opponent is unfortunately the one, the infamous Weevil. And this is the hardest part of the early game. It's Weevil.
Yeah, you know, they say that, you know, all great games have their bugs. Well, Weevil's deck is full of them.
That's true. That's true. There we go. Weevil has the bug gimmick. He has so many cards that are just bugs. Wow, I started with every single high defense monster. That's cool.
Let's go.
So, Weevil has 2 specific monsters in his deck that have really high attack, but at least one of them has an interesting gimmick that is bad for him, and we're going to try and make use of that. Let's hope we, let's see if we find that card in this match. It's more likely, but... Right, okay. So here's a little weirdness going on. The game, I feel like it cheats sometimes. Because as you could see there, he summoned 2 monsters, and clearly it's worth the risk to attack, right? Because he doesn't know how much defense this has. However, he's not attacking. Because I think the game knows what card I put down. And sometimes it's very noticeable.
I mean, if Forbidden Memories can get away with cheating, I don't see why this game can't.
Oh yeah, yeah. Speaking of Forbidden Memories, that is the only knowledge I had of Yu-Gi-Oh! At all coming into this game. I saw someone, I saw HN speedrun Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories at BSG, which is an event I go to. Shout out to HN, and that's the only knowledge I had. Oh, hey, there's one of the strong cards that he has. This is... I'm gonna activate Waboku. Alright.
Yeah, that's a rough one. That and Reshefa Destruction.
That game, I heard, is very tricky.
It's not so much tricky, it's like... It came out around the same time as Sacred Cards. To sum it up, Sacred Cards, you defeat like a random person, just not even a main antagonist. It's like, here's $100,000. You beat a main boss in Reshef, here's $1.
What? Well, I'm looking forward to that one because I do plan on playing through everything on the Early Days collection at some point. And maybe Forbidden Memories. That'll be fun. Let's see, so... We got very lucky, I suppose. Weevil hasn't pulled any of the common cards that I usually see him pull. So we have 4 monsters on the field now. Cool. Oh, 3. Never mind. Right. Activate a Karate Man, which destroys itself. Alright. The robot destroys my turtle. I was like, oh, there we go.
Ooh,
yes.
That's a good combo. Let's go.
There's the combo. Malevolent Nuzzler of Mahavilo gives him 1200 extra damage, which is very good. Let's set the Magician of Faith. Now, usually they would put some trap cards down to activate whenever it's needed. Speaking of which, if an opponent has a trap card and it's able to use it, it will use it at any opportunity, even if it's bad for them.
Right.
It'll just immediately use them.
Yeah, that's a
They're not
tradition.
very.
They're not very smart, and that's a tradition that started with Eternal Duelist Soul.
Exactly. Alright, so we should win next turn, which is awesome. Bright Castle, I don't need that. Wait, actually.
I was gonna say it isn't
I'm
equipped
curious.
for Mahavilo.
Does it work on Mahavilo?
Yes, because it's
Sure,
an
let's
card.
let's give him almost as much damage as the highest damage card in the game. Sure, why not?
That's a lot of damage.
We get to have fun here.
That's a lot of damage. Sorry, I can't
There you
do
go.
the guy from Flex Tape very well, especially with.
Now that's a lot of damage. Yeah. Sorry that I'm rambling. We have to win one more time against Weevil. I'll focus up a little bit. Let's have a look. Ooh. White Castle, okay. Let's put that down, sure. Okay. In this case, they did actually attack. Interesting. Let's have a look. Oh, wait, that's Remove Trap. Never mind. That's the other card. Draw! Monster card! Hey, it's a Dryad. And another Dryad. I wonder, is that a light monster? That is a light monster, so I could... Ooh. Huh. Let's increase the power of my elf. Huh, okay. Finding new combos. Every time I play this, I learn something new. So that Dryad is defeated. And we do some extra damage. While you're playing against an opponent, if they have a card face down like this, you can kind of start guessing what it is by playing a certain amount of cards. I have to set this because otherwise it's going to annoy me every time. Yeah, in this case, I think it is the 7 tools of the bandit that they have there, which counters a trap card activation. No, it's Penguin Soldier. Oh no. That's fine. Aha, Monster Reborn. I'm surprised I haven't seen Weevil pull his 1 gimmick card yet, which normally by this time he has. Just haven't seen it yet, apparently. Very strange. Oh hey, we get to use Bright Castle again.
That gimmick card, what is that? I'm not familiar with this game.
I'll see if we find it. If it's not, if it doesn't appear in this, blah, blah, blah. I can't speak apparently. If it doesn't appear during our match against Weevil, I'll just explain what it is, I think.
Gotcha.
Right. Yeah, sure, let's do that. There's a chance you can get it here. There it is! It's Jiraigumo! Or he doesn't attack with it, huh?
Yeah, it's just there to be intimidating. But I mean, it's good for you, bad for him.
It's bad for him, yes. Yeah.
For those that don't know, it's you flip a coin every time you attack with Jiraigumo. If you fail the coin toss, you lose half your life points.
Yep, exactly. So there we go. I will put the Bright Castle on my Mystical Elf again to attack the Dryad, which destroys that one, and then we can attack with our Dryad against whatever that card is. It's Needleworm.
5 cards in the graveyard now.
Yep. There is a specific deck you can build with Needleworm that, well, basically, gets rid of the opponent's cards as much as possible, and it's not very good in this game. Oh hey, it's another that's not good.
Ooh. Huh?
Haha, he failed the coin toss.
Let's go.
1400 defense. I can't do anything about that. Okay.
I mean, 2,500 points of direct damage to cause 1,000.
Haha.
The double.
2.
Let's go.
There is a 50-50, of course. So 2 is like 25% chance. Okay. Do I have something to... Ooh. Okay, we have the opportunity to do something funny here. So, this is the Twin Swords, right? Pretty cool card. Lets the opponent attack twice. Why am I equipping it to this card, you might ask? Well, because we have Eternal Rest, and if we activate that, it gets rid of any monster with an equip. Kaboom. That's gone now. Just gonna have to set Masaki and hope for the best that we get a good card next turn. This is a very ripe opportunity to lower his health, though. Three trap cards on the field. Interesting. Going to have to use Waboku. Okay, those must be 2 flip cards. Failed that, okay. I'm gonna let him attack once, because it's only Jiraiya. But next turn, if I need to, I will use Waboku. That's a good one. This is a good find. And I will summon him. Right, so let me see. I'm pretty sure if I activate this, it's going to activate his 7 tools on the top right. Or not. Okay, then I don't know what card that is. Huh. You know what, speaking of which, I am actually going to undo that. Because I have a better idea.
It could be, it's not a torrential tribute, so it could be Mirror Force.
Mirror Force here? I'm not sure. Could be Magic Jammer.
He doesn't have Magic Jammer.
No, because I activated spell cards already. No, not gonna activate here. He's gonna take damage. Oh, we're actually gonna win. Wait. Yeah, we're winning this. So he attacks with my, oh. What do you mean? It's because I said it this turn? Aww. Okay, so there's a little bit of annoyance with the game. If you set a card face down, you can't use it until the next turn. Oh, okay, we win anyway. I'm kidding. We don't have any monster to sacrifice, so... Oh, wait, no. We can win this. We can win this if I just don't activate this. Okay, complete turn. So here's how we're gonna win this. Weevil is going to activate Jiraiya and attack my Panther Warrior. He's gonna fail the coin flip, sure, okay. Even if he succeeded, what we're going to do is we're gonna activate the Reliable Guardian, add 700 defense to our card, and hey, he takes damage. Whoa! He's defeated.
Yo, let's go.
I just realized, actually, if he succeeded the coin toss, he would have still lived. But it wouldn't have been much health. There we go. Finally, we defeated Weevil, and now we are going to rest until Wednesday. Alright. So now we're really in the Kaiba Corporation Cup. This is where things get interesting. This is the first part where we upgrade our deck. No, I do not want to use it. Oopsie. I have to buy a Joey Standard. and 3 of these. Alright, we get all the cards that I want. Very good. Save out to reset that RNG. Alright. Go here, and now we finally upgrade our deck. For the first time. So we have Rush Recklessly, which is awesome. We have Offerings to the Doomed. We got 2 of those, which is very, very good. And we got Reload, which are all cards we're gonna be using the rest of the run. There we go. I'm going to sort by attack, since we bought a second copy of Joey Why didn't I have this? Oh, this is favorites. I'm sorry. Ignore me. We are going to
Ignore me!
Remove a few cards because they are no longer useful, which includes the Karate Man. That doesn't include the Karate Man. We actually get a second one of you, but it's this one that we remove. Spirit of the Harp we don't have, so that's fine. 7-colored fish, Harpy's brother, Gearfried. What else? Darkfire Soldier, and then Mahavilo. We get rid of the lizard because we have the other thing. Aquamador, that is awesome. Right, Dryad, I'm going to get rid of one of you. Actually, this is where we really have to start clearing up some monsters. And make room for others, so there we go. We are going to equip more spells, which includes Darkhold, Monster Reborn, and let's see, what else? Change of Heart we have. Nuzzler, Mountain we are going to get rid of. Remove Trap, no. No more Eternal Rest. No more Dispel or Block Attack. Pliable Guardian is still good. Twin Swords of Flashing Light is still going to be used. Alright, Trap Hole and Reinforcements. There we go, and now we have a deck of 45 cards. That's pretty much right where I want it. And now we rest until the next weekend and fight the next opponent. That was a lot of talking. Oof. Okay. Trust the process. We are equipping the most ideal monsters to deal with these enemies, basically. Trap Hole, Apoku. Okay. Since we're out of the initial tournaments, we get some different music. Wait, I haven't been paying attention to that all this time, actually. Sorry. We had this music already. Declares battle. Okay. Turtle Power. We're fighting Mako now, which has high attack and a lot of water-themed monsters, so he can be a bit of a menace, but as long as you remove their cards... Oh, interesting. Okay. As long as you get rid of his cards on the field, he's pretty fine. So, while I am fighting Mako, if our host wants to talk about the charity or anything else, now is a perfect time.
I would love to. This is a reminder, everybody, that that Speedromizer, we are raising funds for QMUNITY. QMUNITY is British Columbia's and two-spirit resource, providing safe space for two-spirit, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, intersexual, and asexual folks and their allies. QMUNITY provides a province-wide resource center QMUNITY is a province-wide resource center that delivers programs and services to anyone within the 2S LGBTQIA+ community in need of support and connection. Regardless of age, location, and circumstance, their organization is there to ensure queer, trans, and two-spirit people find a low-barrier access to mental health resources, peer support, information referrals, and more. You can find the donation link at speedromizer.live/donate, or it should be coming up in the chat here very shortly. We have a couple donation incentives still open. Any percent task of Klonoa, as well as the ongoing Last Dab Spicy percent that we are trying to torture DJ with. So, definitely check those out and get your money in while you can. And back to you.
All right. So we got one of Mako's signature monsters on the field here, which is a tribute summon, which is Fortress Will. They have a lot of attack power, but luckily we have just enough. So that gets rid of that one. Very good. Crisis averted. They do also have a field spell that they can play, which boosts water monsters. But my deck also has water monsters, so it's not too much to worry about. And now we get Monster Reborn, and he has no monsters on the field, so we get to have fun. We get to pick the Fortress Will. And we just win. Yeah. Mako has a tendency to not pull any trap cards. Or very rarely, at least, from what I've noticed.
The only traps in Mako's deck is 3 Torrential Tribute.
Yeah, and those are very scary cards. Because they just get rid of all the monsters, if I'm not mistaken.
It's basically a dark hole on activation.
Yep. And Dark Hole is one of the cards that we activated, that we added to our deck, and we just pulled it. Hey, look, that's where it is. Very nice. This is one of those cards that I try to save unless I absolutely need it. Let's... His highest is 1900, so let's summon... Yeah, it should be fine. There's the field spell. And there is... Oh, this one can just attack me directly now. Good thing he summoned that first, because if he summons that later on in the game, then that could be very scary. Let's summon the Karate Man. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to get rid of that opponent. Otherwise, he'll keep attacking my life points directly. Okay, there we go. He summons the giant red sea snake, and it's going to attack my Karate Man. Aw, man. Now, knowing this, Marathon safety. Don't mind me. Alright. Okay. Very good. We're just gonna activate this. Which gives it extra damage. However, it just destroys the card afterwards, which, well, happens. It would have been destroyed anyway if I continued as we were going. So this is a little bit better. Summons giant red sea snake, or something else, okay. Ooh, Monster Reborn's that one, that's not good. I take more damage, oh no. Anyway. In this game, you really don't have to worry about your health unless it is very low. Until it is very low, you don't have to worry about it.
Only hit point that matters is the last one.
Exactly, exactly. There we are. I will shamelessly admit I have spent several afternoons at work just reading through cards and what they do. And one evening I got bored and I wanted to build some decks while learning this game, and I just read almost every single card. And now my head hurts whenever I think about it. Let's see. We have a beautiful combo here. It's Mahavilo and the Nuzzler. There we are. Good thing I picked this one, because that is the only high defense monster that he has. And I believe we can win next turn. Surely he summons the Red Sea Snake now. No? Okay. Interesting. Anyway, I realized we could have won last turn already. So, there we go. Cool. And that is Mako out of the way. Each opponent has their own little gimmicks, and that one is usually pretty smooth. We get some money. We don't need to use it just yet. We are going to go to bed, swap to our next deck, which is going to be this one. We have to remove any of the banned cards. Unfortunately, Monster Reborn has to go. And then we sleep until Saturday. Now the next opponent is a very good opponent. It's my Valentine. Very menacing harpy lady.
Yeah,
that's my Valentine.
Yeah. In any video game, or any game, is kind of like the midway point before the final boss. Or at least she was for me. Sacred Cards, Forbidden Memories, Eternal Duelist Soul, Duelist of the Roses especially. So we're gonna see some... Oh wow, I'm looking at this deck list right now. It's nothing to joke about.
Oh yeah, no. Usually it goes pretty smoothly, but you just have to get a bit lucky sometimes. Let's do this. Let's see what she does. Alright. Not the... Okay, she had free trap cards. Interesting. That is not the usual start I see here. Let's put you in face down defense, because I don't know what those cards are. She activated Swords of Revealing Light, which means that I cannot attack for 3 turns, and 2 turns have now passed, I think. I don't have a monster, and she doesn't either. Okay. So at least one of the monsters that she has over there is some kind of tribute summon or something she just can't use. That's fine. Because now I just get to do Goblin Attack Force. Unless that's Trap Hole. It's not Trap Hole, yippee! And now we get to do something funny. So we have Twin Sword of Flashing Light with our highest attack monster, Goblin Attack Force. I get rid of something, in this case Bright Castle, and I equip it to you. That's fine too. I would have attacked twice otherwise. Okay, it's fine, we'll just do one. Oh right, we still can't attack. Okay. Now we can attack. Ooh, offerings to the Doom. So you might notice there are a lot of cards that we use throughout the run that remove the opponent's cards. Offerings to the Doomed, Fissure, Tribute to the Doomed, they're all part of it. So for example, Tribute to get rid of this monster so that I can just deal direct damage. Monster removal is just very powerful. Ooh. Poison of the Old Man. I activate it and I deal damage. Yippee.
Let's go.
And I'm going to wait a turn. She has no monster cards that she can use. That's interesting. Okay. Let's activate you just in case, and then we could probably deal enough damage to win. No. Whatever happens, we don't have enough, but it's close. Man-Eater Bug, I kind of saw this coming. Gets rid of that card and puts this one in a vulnerable state again. But we have a backup for that. She still doesn't have any monster cards, by the way. And neither do I. Neither do I. This is my Valentine's weakness a bit. As long as she doesn't have the ability to play that Harpy card that she has, the really strong one. I think it's called Harpy's Sister.
Harpy Lady Sister.
Harpy Lady Sister, exactly. As long as she doesn't get the opportunity to summon that one, which she did, usually it goes fine.
Such bad timing.
Now, luckily, we have a certain card that I'm going to activate first. And now she's going to activate attack with one of her cards, and I set this one specifically to when they declare an attack. And I get rid of our Harpy Lady. Now, unfortunately, I do have to stall a turn because that card means I can't draw a card. That's the one downside of offerings to the Doom. Cyber Shield. Okay. Sure.
Don't you still have a fissure face down now?
That should be reinforcements for some extra damage.
It is reinforcements.
Okay,
Nuzzler. Well, if we get a monster card, then we are settled. That's all we need. This game can give you very bad RNG from time to time. I have had a match that I lost to Bakura, which we'll see later. Oh wow. Yeah, like this. Like...
Unfortunate.
I've had a match against Bakura once where I... no, wait, I think it was Yugi as well. That was nigh unwinnable, but basically the Bakura fight, I started with a monster, and then 8 turns in a row, I pulled either a spell or a trap card. And that was it.
RNG always hurts in any CCG game, honestly.
Offerings to the Doomed, very good. We're just going to have to win this one. I should have saved... Let me go back real quick, because I do not want to accidentally have to redo the entire KC Cup. Okay. Yeah, sure, okay. Right. This might still give me the same cards, if I recall correctly. No, okay, then we're fine. Safety saves, people. Alright, Karate Man is... it's unfortunate to have only that. Offerings to the Doomed, that is a good find. Right, one thing I do have to keep in mind with My Valentine is she has a certain card that could rue my day. It could like ruin my day here with all these things on the field, and let's hope she doesn't have it. Okay, she hasn't used it yet. That's very good. Let's have a look. We are going to... Sure, let's see what that monster is. It is a penguin soldier. Oh no. Probably one of the better outcomes right now.
I was gonna say, that's good for you, because instead of Karate Man being destroyed, it goes back to the hand.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Swords revealing light. Could I counteract that, I wonder? No, because it's not a trap card. Okay. In that case... let's set the Karate Man. Oh, actually, I can. No, I can't. Because I have no... I have no space in the field. Okay, well, I have an idea. Ooh, Mystical Elf. Very good. I'm gonna flip summon Karate Man and see if that's a trap hole. It is not trap hole. Okay. Interesting. Cyber Shield. Okay. She has a lot of attack power now, but she is not gonna like what I'm about to do. It's Waboku. Oh, but I have a counter for that as well. You see, I activated Waboku and she activated 7 Tools of the Bandit, but I activate 7 Tools of the Bandit to counter her 7 Tools of the Bandit to activate my Waboku. Very funny. And now I take no damage.
If you've ever played Magic the Gathering, I counterspell your counterspell.
Exactly. Alright, so... we still can't attack for another full turn, which is fine. However, I have an idea. No. I was going to do this and then return it to her hand, but I realized then she can use it again. So let's not do that. I'm going to use Offerings to the Doomed to get rid of this card. Okay, there we go. Sometimes you have to improvise a little. Now we continue our quest to hopefully defeat my Valentine. Whoops. Let's see what we get. Skip the draw phase. Okay, right now the card is destroyed, so I can finally do my things and deal damage. I'm going to activate Karate Man. Now's the best time to do it, I think. Damage, a lot of damage here, and some more damage.
That's a lot of damage.
I would like to remind everyone in this heat, please stay hydrated. It is very warm outside, and if it's very stormy and rainy, please stay safe as well. Oh, she has no monsters. Even though she has 4 cards in her hand. So we just win. Mai can just be like this. we go. Oh, right, sorry. Oh, I split too early. I have my splits open, but that was actually not yet the last one, since we lost the first one. Right. Saving just in case. Right, we have to do it one more time. I get a reload, which could be very good here. Let's see what she does. Field spell. And setting something. I see. I have Giant Trunade, which is... could be good. I want to set Tribute, because that is a good card. But I'm gonna reload this one. Reload just puts all my cards back in the deck and lets me pull out as many as I had back, which is really good. Offerings to the Doomed, that is what I'd like to see. Let's just do it in the battle phase. I am going to set you. No, I want to see if that is Trap Hole. It is not Trap Hole. It is Negate Attack, which is actually fine. All that card does is it just prevents you from being able to attack. It just immediately ends. Ooh, Karate Man. Alright. So we summon the fish to take care of the penguin. And that's my turn for now. Mai should have the ability to... She has 5 cards in her hand, but no monster that she can summon. That's interesting. Okay. This game can be very, very surprising sometimes. There is another card we will unlock later, hopefully at least. I might get it very soon, and that card is very, very broken. Oh, Ring of Destruction. Ooh, okay. Alright, she just gave me the victory, apparently. I have to draw a card. She used Ring of Destruction to destroy my highest attack card, not knowing that she has no monsters and no health. And thus, my Valentine is defeated by the heart of the cards. There you go. Split button for myself. You win, congratulations! And now we're going into the quarterfinals of the KC Cup. There we go. Let's see. We are going to wait until Wednesday. And we're going to buy a bunch of cool cards. So, earlier we started with some really, really, really good card pulls from a deck. If I am just double checking, we already have Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, which is the strongest card in the game. And we have Twin Swords of Flashing Light as well, which is a very good card for that one. So now we get to have fun. So first things first, I am going to buy 2 quick... You know what? No, actually, we already have all of the good cards that we need. So, I'm kidding. Okay, yeah, actually I will buy the pack just to follow the route as normal. Right, let me time this. That's good. Okay, we got the cards we need. And now I'm going to save because sometimes I can mess this up. we are going to use the password machine, and we're gonna buy a bunch of cards, starting with the one, the infamous. If you know this code, you know what I mean. It's Cyberstein. It's the one card that ruined everything. It's the funniest card ever. Besides another card that actually never gets used.
For those that are unfamiliar with Cyberstein, you pay 5,000 life points and you can special summon any one fusion monster from your extra deck. No fusion material, no polymerization, just straight up from the deck.
Like, say, maybe your Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon.
Exactly. Or there was another really good one. I think Thousand Eyes Restrict is used competitively. That one as well, sure, why not?
Cyber End Dragon.
Yep.
Which I don't think is in this game.
No, it's not in this one. If it's more powerful than Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, at least.
Rongulation Dragon.
Something Chrome. So here we are buying a bunch of cards that get rid of the opponent's monster cards. Raigeki Break lets me discard a card to destroy anything on their field. Compulsory Evacuation Device is just awesome because I can time it and then just return one of their monsters to their hand whenever I want. Let me real quick check how much money I have left. Because we do have limited money. Okay, we can buy one more thing, which means I need to choose. I'm gonna have to choose. I have Tribute to the Doomed, and I have offerings. I have free offerings to the Doomed. I'm gonna buy the funny excuse me? I'm gonna buy the funny card that is absolutely broken, and we're gonna have fun talking about it. Let me double check if the password's correct. 6034, yes. So I wonder if DJ Fatso, if you know this card. Ring of Magnetism.
I was gonna say Ring of Magnetism I have heard of, but not really used.
It's a very, very, very funny card in this game. We'll get to it when we get to it. Let's see. First things first, we have to upgrade our deck because we have a lot of stuff to buy. That we just bought, sorry. We have a lot of stuff that we just bought, but we have a lot of stuff to add. I removed Panther Warrior, and now we're going to add all those new spells. Let's see, so we first add Just look for it. We're going to look for Ring of Magnetism, the one and only. Graceful Dice is very good. Pyramid Energy is good. Offerings to the Doomed is awesome. Poison of the Old Man's going to go away. Widespread Ruin gets added. Probably removing Castle Walls. And since I have... Well, I'm gonna keep that now, but since I already have some really good cards, I don't think we're gonna need much of it. Alright, so we're favoriting these for a specific reason. And now let's put you in here as well, right? Okay, so this one is in my deck now. And then we're gonna add the one and only Cyberstein. And we're gonna give you 3 stars. Now this should make it more likely for me to find the card when I first start the run, the match. I need to just double check my spells one more time. I have a lot of them and I think I can get rid of you now. No, I'm gonna keep you because you're very good. This is where I have to make decisions. Nuzzler is good, but I'm actually going to remove Nuzzler because it's better to have a quick play spell that you can use whenever you want. That's what we do at least. Pyramid energy is good because it allows you to have some defense. Castle walls. Let's get rid of just desserts and castle walls. There we go, and now we have a more steady deck, which is very good. Alright, so we are going to rest until Saturday. And now we fight against a very familiar face. A very familiar opponent that you might have seen if you know Yu-Gi-Oh! Hey, oh wait, whoops. Hold on, I forgot to remove cards. My bad. Sorry. Spoke too soon. Okay, there we go. There he is, it's Joey. Joey Wheeler. And let's see what cards we pull.
Something Brooklyn Rage.
Let's have a look. Karate Man. Karate Man? We have 2 Karate Men. Graceful Dice. That is very nice. Havailo, Fissure. Alright, let's put Karate Man down. $1,500 attack, okay. And no, you don't get to have that. Kaboom! Sorry, I'm trying to adjust to my chair, but it's not moving. Let's activate and see what that card is. It is not, in fact, a Magic Jammer, but it could be a Torrential Tribute or a Trap Hole. It's Torrential Tribute. Unfortunate. Huh. That's fine. We'll complete turn. Alright. Trying to think if I should have maybe rewinded, but we'll see. We'll see. Alright, so then since this is going on, I am going to... Yeah, okay, I have a plan. Joey has a lot of high attack monsters and a specific low attack monster that is also very scary. I'm going to activate Fissure to get rid of Spear Dragon. Okay. I did not mean to do that. Yeah. Yeah, let's gamble, sure. If I roll a 6, we win. No, I'm kidding. Okay. Alright, well, we lose our Mahavailo, that's fine. Because we have Penguin Soldier. We'll see how the fight goes. I think I should have rewinded earlier, would have been better. I'm gonna think on this for a moment. While I am thinking, if you would like to talk about anything, like upcoming runs or anything else, feel free to do that now.
Sure thing. Coming up directly after this run, we have an interview with Reynald and Illegally Sam and DJ talking about learning Rebel Transmute. Then we're going to have Lego Builder's Journey, Robot Adventure, 80%. Rip WSB is the runner for that. Looks like I will be hosting for that one as well. In fact, it looks like I'm hosting for the next couple games, for the next two games, which I'm glad I noticed. After that, we have AER, Memories of Old, also an 80% run. Illegally Sam will be running that. And that will bring us up to around, well, close to the end of the evening. I guess really it's hard to estimate time. If we stick to the schedule, then it would be around 6:20, but we'll see if we make that.
All right.
Because we are live, everybody. But yep, and you can see these at. Which I'm not sure they have access to the schedule, so never mind.
There we go. We saw a glimpse of that other card that Joey has, which is Time Wizard. You can... Oh, hey, there it is again. Wait, he has another one? Okay. Oh, no! That's Time Wizard's gimmick. You get to flip a coin, and if it's a 50-50. Either you get to destroy all the opponent's monsters, or you destroy yours and you take damage. Very, very silly card. Now we get compulsory evacuation device, and because his health is low, so I'm gonna try to just push through this fight. Could have forfeited earlier to maybe be faster, but we're one turn from winning. Offerings to the Doomed, okay. Do that here, okay. We are going to return that card to his hand. And we get to attack with the Gearfried card. And that's that. So that is one of the 2 victories. Alright. Let's keep going. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. Offerings, a lot of card removal, okay, okay. I do not want to activate anything. Do not want to activate anything. Trap hole, very good. Offerings, sure. Reload. Ooh, I might reload, but Penguin Soldier is good. Set monster. Okay, wait. Yeah, let's save this for now. I'm gonna have to spam B a bunch. Hey, there's Zombie the Dark. I do wanna trap hole that one, because that's his strongest card. And the one gimmick it has is it cannot attack me directly. But it's still a lot of damage. Nope, I do not want to activate something. Yes, I do want to activate something. It's reload. Give me Cyberstein or the other funny card. No, okay, unfortunate. But we do still get to do this. Oh wait, it's Mystical Elf. Oh, wait, it's Mystical Elf. Why didn't I just set this one? Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure. You know what? No, we'll do it this way. Thinking. This game really has me thinking outside the box sometimes. Alright, okay, so we end our turn. We still have Penguin Soldier, which we're gonna use next turn, I suppose. Now he went into the battle phase. I'm gonna let him attack my Mystical Elf. But because we have a Sakuretsu Armor, this is a card we bought earlier, it's a trap card that we can activate when we're being attacked, and it just destroys their monster. It's very useful. I really wish I got the Cyberstein right now, so it would have been really funny. is the other card that I haven't talked about yet, Ring of Magnetism. But when we get it, you'll immediately see what I mean. Ooh, a fur time wizard. Interesting. Oh, it's exactly the same. Well, let's return that to your hand then. Offerings to the Doomed. Aha. We already have one. So we'll just set the other one as well. Let's set Penguin Soldier once again. There we go. I am going to drink some water.
Your daily reminder to stay hydrated.
Interesting. Let's see what happens. Okay, this is actually fine because now I get Sun Gun, which lets me get Cyberstein. This is where things get fun. This is where it gets fun. This is where it gets fun. Oh, they set a monster. Interesting. Battle phase, okay. Let's summon Cyberstein. And we activate Cyberstein. What does it do, you ask? Well, we get to pick Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon just for free. Well, not really, it cost me almost all of my health. But now we have it. There we go. Because that is the only card that can counter that Joey has. Besides Time Wizard. And then we could have gotten the one card that would have finished this cake. Ah, that is unfortunate. We'll play another turn, otherwise we'll just have to let this match go. I will not activate a spell or trap card. If I get a monster, we don't get a monster. Wow. Okay. Give me a monster next turn, please. Well, okay. Then I am not going to finish that one. Okay. Unfortunate. We got the Cyberstein, we got the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, but the heart of the cards chose Mirror Force, which means no Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. So now we have to do a safety save and hope for the best. And we immediately get Cyberstein. Very good. And you bet we are going to activate Cyberstein immediately. Yes. And then we get the strongest card in the game. And I have another fun card here that can help me survive Giant Trunade I could use if they set a trap card here. I am going to trap hold this because otherwise it puts my health quite low. They do set trap cards, so just in case, let's activate Giant Trunade. Get rid of those cards, and now I can summon something else. With no worries in the world, including Pyramid Energy to get some extra damage on every single one of my monsters. And now we deal a lot of damage. And that's a lot of damage. Almost their entire health bar in one turn. There you go. Now let's just hope that whatever card they have isn't too bad, because they did have 2 trap cards that they wanted to put down. And I have no idea what it could be. I'm gonna save my Penguin Soldier in absolute emergency case. Since I still don't know what that is, let's do Sun Gun. Mirror Force, as expected. Now because I had Sun Gun and it got destroyed, I get to pick another card. And in this case, I'm gonna pick Aquamador, my favorite. Going to main phase 2, which is another thing I can do. Set this to battle phase and set you to set. And then we're good. Now hopefully next turn, if all goes right, Torrential Tribute. Okay. Let's not do that then. Let's set you and end our turn. Marathon safety. Now this safely summoned my monster without activating the Torrential Tribute. Please don't mind me, there's some noise. Okay, finally. Okay, there we go. So, now we're fighting against Yugi, the one and only. Not the evil one, but just regular Yugi, the very cute main character of the Yu-Gi-Oh franchise.
This is going to be super special awesome.
It is. He has a very menacing little deck. In his hands, over here, he has a tribute summon, which could end up being very dangerous. I can't find the words because it's this game makes me focus a lot and I lose track of what I wanted to say. Okay, I'm going to set Sun Gun, and then we might get Cyberstein next turn, who knows? Hey, he also has Sun Gun. How convenient. Now, unfortunately, the AI in this game is not smart enough to realize if they can pick something from their deck, they just pick randomly, so they don't actually know which are the good cards to pick. They just pick something randomly. 2 trap cards. Okay, alright. Interesting. I am going to... gonna see what that is. Trap hole, gotcha. And I get to use this again to get a penguin soldier, okay. Offerings to the Doomed, a fissure. I'm going to destroy his Sun Gun. Give him a card, sure. Just means he can't deal damage. Ooh, that is unfortunately one of the better cards he picked. I wonder if I rewind this, if he's going to pick something else. No? Okay. Let's see what he does. Summons the Gemini Elf. He's going to try to attack me. But I have a better idea. I'm gonna activate Sakuretsu Armor. Destroy that card. Goblin Attack Force. That's a nice one. Now this is Cyberstein time. We activate Cyberstein. There is one thing we need to keep in mind. Yugi has Magic Cylinder, which would reflect your attack back to you. So, we have to attack with Cyberstein first. Otherwise we die. Exactly. That's why. Otherwise we would have been dead. So, now we have Cyberstein and Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon on the field. He's gonna usually put something down onto the field if he can attack Cyberstein, but he has Penguin Soldier, which means I have to destroy it. And now we win. Because Cyberstein, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon just does that much damage. Kaboom. That's a lot of damage. Okay, and that's just one of the 3 possible matches. We just have to win the second round right now. And then we're through to the final round of the KC Cup. Now looking at my time, since I had a lot of really bad RNG and a lot of best of 3s, I am probably going to keep it to just a little bit of... I'm gonna finish the KC Cup, which is this one, and then one more opponent. And then probably... after that, we'll see. I'll do a little bit of limited tournament until we hit estimate, I think. But I'm not gonna be able to finish that entire thing. I did grind this game a bunch, but unfortunately this, I was never able to get a good enough time. Something about the Kaiba Corporation Cup that just slows me down. It is what it is. I did start from nothing after all. I did start from literally knowing nothing about Yu-Gi-Oh! But now I have cards. Now I have the heart of the cards. Hey, it's Gemini Elf. Aha. Yes, I would like to activate that card. 1 trap card. Yeah, let's get rid of that. And then we just attack with Goblet Attack Force. And this is enough to defeat Yugi, which is a very good thing to see, because I had never, thanks to this Cyberstein and Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon that I got early, I've never had a Yugi victory this quickly, which is actually really nice. So now we are moving on to the final round, which is the toughest one of all. You're going to sleep until Monday. Swap to deck number 3. Move any cards that we don't want. In which case, right, because it's this week, there's nothing that's fully banned. And now we wait until Saturday, and we are going to fight a very, very, very well-known character. You might know it, I actually hinted at it earlier. It's very, very much hinted here. It's Kaiba, the one from the KC Cup, the Kaiba Corporation. It's Kaiba, the one with Blue Eyes White Dragon.
The one that has
and
the
all
money
the
and, like, to screw the rules.
And all the scary cards, yes. Oh, we start with a very good opening hand, though.
Ooh, that is good.
There we go, we have Trap Hole, the Fissure, Penguin Soldier, Raigeki Break, and Reload. And Reload is what I like to see. Or Raigeki Break, that's also a good one. I am going to set Trap Hole and then Reload. Twin Swords of Flashing Light. That's good. Okay, now unfortunately we just need a monster, which we don't have. Let me take a quick look and see.
The eternal problem. I have so many good cards, just no monsters.
Exactly. I'm trying to remember if he had something that gets rid of these. No, I don't think he has Heavy Storm. I would like to use the Raigeki Break to get rid of whatever that card is, but Twin Swords of Flashing Light is just too good to pass on. Hey, look! He also has Cyberstein, but he doesn't always use it.
I just checked the deck list for Kaiba. He does in fact have Heavy Storm.
Right. Okay. Interesting. That'll be scary. Let's see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to return the Penguin Soldier to my hand, and also a Cyberstein. Might be a bad idea, but who knows. And I'm gonna do Battle Phase. This is a very good card to pull right now because I can use it to my advantage right here. He might activate Cyberstein now, or he sets a card, okay. But if he has Cyberstein, he could actually activate it, which would be fine. You have cards to get rid of it. Okay, I'm doing this just in case because I do not want to lose all of my trap cards all at once. Let's wait a turn. Kaiba is definitely the spiciest and the toughest character of them all. Until you reach post-game, I suppose. There is a post-game, and it has a very difficult tournament. Going to get rid of Archfiend Soldier. Not pulling a lot of good cards here, huh? This is, once again, just that bad hard of the cards. We could pull 6 spell cards in a row and still live somehow. Okay. Sure, let's do this. Aha, Goblin Attack Force. I am going to activate that Aigeki Brick to get rid of whatever that card is. It was a trap card, but we don't know which one until we check his graveyard. I just realized this might have been a mistake. Okay, I guess this is better. Sure. Let's defeat the Magician. Okay. Get rid of this one. Complete our turn. They probably have a... Okay. Interesting. The only card I have is 7 tools on there, right? Okay, so in that case, we're gonna go back a little bit and use our rewind powers. We really did not start with good cards after the start. We started good, but just anything we pulled after that is not very good.
That's the way it goes sometimes.
Yeah. We'll just have to let this be the way it is. Sure. I've been pulling almost exclusively spell and trap cards, and then that one Karate Man. Okay. Yeah, okay.
Can't win them all.
That was only the first one. Okay. I see. Let's try it again. Alright, we have Sakuretsu Armor, we have Compulsory Evacuation Device. All of them are good. I'm going to set you. And looking at my time, yeah, I'm just going to leave it at the KC Cup. It is the way it is. RNG just wasn't on my side today. Otherwise, I could have shown off a little bit more of the later game. And in the ideal world, we would have had both KC Cup and Limited Tournament. But I just didn't have enough time to learn both. Let's put you in attack, but not attack. Force Raider, alright. I will activate nothing. No, I'm kidding. So, because he attacks me, I'm going to activate Sakuretsu Armor and destroy his card. And we pull a reload. In this case, sure, let's reload. And see what we get. We get a Offerings to the Doomed, which is, I suppose, better. It's some monster removal, which we will need. But I really would have liked to see Cyberstein. I guess I can go ahead and mention it now. Ring of Magnetism, we bought it earlier. We haven't gotten it yet, so I'll just explain why I bought it. It doesn't look like a particularly useful card because the only thing it does is it lowers your monsters. You equip it to, like, you put it on another card, you equip it, so it's like linked to it. And the only thing it kind of does is lower its attack power, but then your opponent must attack that one. They are forced to attack that one, I think. Oh hey, wait, there it is. Wait, I didn't explain the bug yet. Wait, this is good. This is good. Convenient timing. Let's explain what the bug is by showing you what the bug is. Or not. Okay, well, if he didn't have Magic Jammer, I suppose I can just explain what the bug is. So, Ring of Magnetism is broken, and what it does is it does force your opponent to attack that monster only. However, they literally just can't attack. That's it. That's the bug. You equip it to one of your monsters, even if they have 0 attack. They'll try to attack it. It just fails. It just ends their attack.
Thanks, Konami.
It is hilariously broken and makes for some really interesting fights where you can stall. I had a practice run where I was fighting Yugi, and I stalled for 10 turns until I pulled a monster that was powerful enough to get rid of his monsters. Because I just didn't have any, but I had a Ring of Magnetism out. Hey, we have it again! Hey, maybe we can actually see it in action this time. Let's put it on. Well, let's see what happens. It's Torrential Tribute. You know what, sure. I'll let him summon. I'll let him summon first, sure, why not? Kaiba has 6 cards in his hand, and none are cards that he can use. What does he have? How does he have 6 cards that he can't use? Interesting. Okay, so we're going to attack with the 7-colored fish since we got a free opportunity. Sure, why not? We're going to go to main phase 2 and put the ring on the fish. If you ask me how does a fish wear a ring on their fin, don't worry about it. And now you get to see some very fun glitches. Oh. Or Kaiba just has absolutely no cards that he can use. What is going on? What? He can't use anything? Okay. What a glorious way to end this run. Okay. Sure. Sure. Please just summon a monster. If he doesn't have... Okay, there we go. Now you get to see it. He uses all these equip spells, right? Very, very scary, right? 3,300 damage. He's gonna try to attack that one thing. Flashbanged by Ring of Magnetism. Oh no, it didn't work. And that's it. That's it. They literally cannot attack me. The only way they could attack me now is if they have a trap or spell card that removes this monster. Or this spell card. That's the only way they can win. But yeah, no. I'm actually glad I got to show that off. That's very nice. And with this, I will mention time is coming up soon since I don't have enough time to do the rest of the game. We defeated Kaiba, We won 2 out of 3 matches. This was my best deck, my best monster, and I still lost. And we win the Kaiba Cup tournament. And we have the cup. And that is time. Alright.
GG.
Now normally, I was supposed to do, for the category, it would have been Kaiba Cup tournament and limited tournament. But unfortunately, like I said, we just don't have... we didn't have good RNG. And we started off with a rather mixed hand. So I can't continue. This upgrading would take at least 10 minutes already. So calling it here so we can get back on schedule. I want to just quickly thank Mages for being there to teach me this game from scratch. It's been a blast. I'm going to keep playing this because Yu-Gi-Oh! Is surprisingly fun to speedrun. Again, so much thanks. So much thanks for putting in so much effort to teach me this game. He made an entire guide on how to speedrun it. It's wow. With that, I'm handing it off back to the host, and that was me, ugyuu. You can find me on Blue Sky and Twitch where I do speedruns and stuff, and that was Yu-Gi-Oh! Alright.
GG.
Yes. Let me just double check. If... wait just a moment.
And if we could go ahead and go back to break slash interstitial scene. People in tech, thank you. This for GDQ, I'd say it this way here, so I'm going to say it now. I'm going to say it as well. Give it up again for ugyuu. Fantastic job. I honestly couldn't follow half of that, but that's because I can't read as fast as you can. So well done. Everybody, that was Yu-Gi-Oh! 7 Trials to Glory, and this is Speedromizer, the speedrunning marathon where what you submit is not what you run. I am your host for the next couple games. Ring it on. Still going strong. To keep things moving, we're going to go ahead and request that we move to an ad break. So, take it away, ad break.
I could break it down. I'm a shooter, a drastic baby. I'm a thinker. I could break it down. I'm a shooter, a drastic baby. I'm a thinker. I could break it down. I'm a shooter, a drastic baby. I'm a thinker. I could break it down. I'm a shooter, a drastic baby. I'm a thinker. I could break it down. I'm a shooter, a drastic baby. I'm a thinker. I could break it down. I'm a thinker, 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 thinker. I'm a thinker. I could break it down. I'm a shooter, a drastic baby. I'm a thinker. I could break it down. I'm a shooter, a drastic baby. I'm a thinker. I could break it down. I'm a shooter, a drastic baby. I'm a thinker. I could break it down. I'm a shooter, a drastic baby.
All right, everybody, thank you again for taking the time to check out those ads. Just a reminder that we are raising funds for QMUNITY. That's British Columbia's Queer, Trans, and Two-Spirit Resource Center, providing a safe space for two-spirit, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, intersexual, and asexual folks and their allies. QMUNITY is a province-wide resource center that delivers programs and services to anyone within the 2S LGBTQIA plus community in need of support and connection. Regardless of age, location, and circumstance, their organization is there to ensure queer, trans, and two-spirit people can find a low-barrier access to mental health resources, peer support information, referrals, and more. You can donate at speedromizer.live/donate or at the link that'll be appearing momentarily in the chat. We have a couple donation incentives still going. We are $62 towards the Klonoa Any Percent TAS, and let's see, when is that run? Theoretically, that would be by 3 p.m. tomorrow. So make sure to get your money in by then. We also have the choose character for Sonic All Stars Racing. I think it's Sonic All Stars Racing. It's one of the Sonic racing games. Sonic and Sega All Stars Racing. That one is coming up a lot sooner, however. That is our closing run for the night. Currently, Big the Cat is in the lead, and if you, like me, have PTSD from trying to catch that frog, maybe you don't want to look at Big this entire time, so you could donate money against trying to keep us from having to do that.